the owner. So, all right.
So you're quite happy that those feet are that long and clearly not been done for a couple of years. You can tell by the growth.
Not years. No, it's months.
So how long do you think those how long do you think since they've last been done then?
They're possibly a couple of months.
A couple of months? Oh, please. Now you're being silly. You know full well they're not.
I'm not going to argue with you. I have dealt with the call. I can't go into detail about what's going on, but, you know, the call, it's being dealt with, okay?
But
So,
I don't like the way you're saying that there is nothing wrong with those feet, and you're claiming they were done in the last couple of months.
I'm not saying there's nothing wrong. I can see they're overgrown. Some of them were overgrown. The ones I saw were, as I said, there was some overgrown. There was some absolutely trimmed. Okay, short. Okay. So what I'm not saying to you that having long feet is advisable, acceptable. I can't, without going into detail. I know what's gone on, and it's being dealt with.
What about the grey pony? The one that's got like Aladdin slippers?
Again, it's being dealt with.
I can't believe your attitude saying that they've been done in the last 2 months. You know full well they haven't been done for absolutely ages. And it really isn't good enough. I'm telling you now, it's not good enough.
Right, okay. All right, I'm advising you that it's being dealt with.
So if I go back there in, say, oh, I don't know, 2-3 weeks' time, their feet are all going to be trimmed up.
Okay.
Are they? Is that, well, obviously I've called you in to give them advice and give them help to get these ponies' feet sorted.
The relevant advice has been given. If that is not followed up upon, then I will you know, we will then follow up on it. I rushed out there yesterday in the knowledge that possibly there was a horse there with a broken leg.
Yeah.
So I've obviously made sure that the welfare of that pony didn't have a broken leg. So there are hooves there which need trimming. They're going to be trimmed. But you know, it's not, you know, welfare crime of the century. Okay, but it needs to be dealt with, and it's going to be dealt with.
Oh my God! No wonder you lot have got such a bad reputation. That's disgusting. That's really disgusting. You're basically on their side, saying, "Oh, that's fine. Let's."
What would you want me to do? Demand?
They need to be prosecuted. Look at the state of those ponies' feet. That grey pony is in a lot of pain. Now, I don't know as if you own horses, but I bloody well do, and that pony is in pain.
There were none there in pain.
Oh, for God's sake.
Without going into detail, I'm not going to argue with you. Without going into detail, they are being attended to by a vet and a farrier. Okay? All right?
Right, okay, I'll just pop back in a couple of weeks' time and we'll see what state they're in then, shall I? And if they're in a state, I'm going to take more photos, more videos, and I'm going to go to the bloody TV with this, stuff the newspapers.
Oh, fantastic. Okay, if you want to do that, okay. All right, thank you.
Twat. What an arsehole.